Today, we are joined by one of the most exciting lightweights in the UFC. He's a 7-fight UFC vet coming off a Fight of the Year contender, in which I believe he became the first fighter to earn both Fight of the Night and Performance of the Night in the same fight. From UFC Baku in Azerbaijan, Nikolas Motta, welcome to the show. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Verse Us with Eric Nicksick. He is Eric Nicksick. I am Randy Famerich, and this is Verse Us, and you know the drill. Verse Us is presented by MyBookie.ag. Head to MyBookie.ag, use code VSUSPOD to get a bonus on your first deposit. What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, guys? I'm
Motta
good.
Celebrity Roast.
I've been watching this podcast, and I asked Eric if I could come because this podcast looks sick.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thank you. Always. Anyone's welcomed. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. How's life been, man? How's life been since the fight? How's everything going in your world?
Life been good. I had no regrets after that fight. I felt very happy about my performance. That it's all that matters, right? But in the middle of the fight, I got hit with a hook, and I kind of felt like my tooth move or something, and I was like, oh fuck. But then after the fight, I find out that I had a broken jaw.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go back to Phuket, but then the person that works with me in UFC in the medical sport, she told me, oh, you can call UFC Travel and change your flight to go to Vegas because I know a good doctor that can do a surgery. Then I came back to Vegas and I'm here now. I've been here for a little bit.
So you had what you were telling me yesterday, you had a abscess wisdom tooth that was like made the jaw a little compromised to begin with?
Yeah, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
So how's that work?
It wasn't just because of the punch, but it's because one of my wisdom tooth, he created a cyst, and the cyst that he created made my jaw weaker. So that's why I broke my jaw.
Oh, so it wasn't just from the punch. You had a little bit of preconditioned something in there.
Yeah, and I had no idea.
Yeah. I've always wanted to ask, like, when you're in the trenches like that, when you're in the middle of a fight like that, is there any part of you in your head that's like, oh, dude, holy shit, like I'm in this fucking war right now? Or are you just so like laser focused on the back and forth?
I can't remember. Maybe it had situations like that I was maybe thinking about too many things at the same time. But in that fight, I was
tunnel vision.
Yeah, tunnel vision. I was feeling great. I was feeling that I was in the best shape of my life. So
bro, you did, bro. You look good. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Not to cut you off. You look fucking like Motta did some goddamn work.
Yeah.
I did, and I was feeling so healthy mentally and physically, and I was happy like from the walk, and even right after like I lost the fight, I was still smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And before I walked to the fight, I was like, tonight I'm gonna make my name. Tonight I'm gonna become a rock star. And I went there.
You were thinking that as you were walking to the cage?
Yeah, in the locker room, and I told that to my coach, and I even told my coach, "What's up, coach? When I make a bonus tonight, do I have to pay a percentage?"
Yeah, motherfucker.
So you knew the fight was gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, because I never felt so good. I was feeling so good.
What do you think that was? Like, what do you attribute that to? You think you worked harder? You think you had better like mental clarity? What was it?
I think the mental part is everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mental part makes you feel good, and for these 3 months that I was there, I was working super hard, and because I was feeling so good mentally, I could always like be on my peak, and I was always joking about that. I'm on my peak, I'm on my prime.
Yeah.
And I think I showed that, yeah.
So but you were in Vegas for a while, right?
Yeah.
What made you go to Phuket to do this camp?
So
like, was that your first camp in Phuket? Or in Thailand?
Second.
And what made you go out there?
Because I always had a lot of friends that that been to Phuket and live in Phuket, and they always told me so many good things about it.
Yeah.
But I never really believed it. Then after after my fight against Tom Nola in January last year, I was like, okay, let me try. And then I realized that even I was going after a fight just for vacation, and it's a beach place, right? You want to look good without a shirt. and I was like, out of nowhere, I took a picture with some guys. I met some kids from Europe, very cool kids. And we went on a boat trip to the PP Islands, and we took a picture together. And I'm looking at the picture, I have a 6-pack, and I'm like, what? And then I realized that over there, like, I felt so good that was easy for me to get in shape quick being there. So when that fight in China, the opportunity to fight in China appeared, I had to make a plan right away. Like, after Tough Enough, my manager asked me, oh, you want to fight in China? And I was like, fuck, I don't know, all the way to China. And then I was like, I'm going to think about it. And then I saw Bryan Battle. I'm like, oh, let's hang out tonight.
Yeah.
Then we hang out, and that motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah, Battle's crazy, bro.
But he gives me so much, like, inspiration and
fucking Battle.
Yeah, Battle gave me so much inspiration. Then at midnight, I text my manager, all right, I'm taking the fight.
At midnight?
Yeah.
After how many cocktails?
Yeah.
At Liquid Courage, he was like, hell yeah, we're going to China.
Nobody,
Let's do it.
Nobody needs to know what happened.
So what, that fight was short notice then? Yeah, you said 3 weeks or?
Was 4 weeks camp and 1 week in Macau to cut the weight. And I was walking around 187. I wasn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were up there. Like 3 weeks out from the fight.
Yeah.
Or 3 weeks out from fight week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we had the Ludovic Klein option too. Was I was in Paris, right?
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah, 'cause that was Paris.
I hurt my rib. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was before. Because when I was out there with Francis.
Oh yeah.
He had called me. He's like,
Yeah.
you in Paris? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And he goes, I might take this fight out here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that was another one that was pretty quick.
Huh. And I want, so real quick on the, do you think it helps being, you're from Brazil, right?
Yeah.
What part?
Minas Gerais, southeast.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think it helps being in like a similar tropical setting to home where maybe it helps your mental clarity a little bit instead of being like in 115-degree desert, you know what I mean? Like no water in sight.
It's crazy because every time I go there, it's so humid that I train, then I don't feel hungry.
Really?
I don't know why.
In Thailand.
In Thailand. I only feel thirsty. So like the first weeks, I get leaner so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quality of food too, I bet, huh?
I guess so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're fasting after training too, it's probably.
In Brazil, they also don't give a shit about chemicals. They just
Right.
want to make money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thailand,
Chasing women keeps your weight low.
Yeah. Does it? Does it?
I think so, yeah, because then you don't think about food, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So where are you in your recovery from the broken? Like, is it hurting right now to talk, or are you like past that?
It isn't hurting anymore, but I can feel like it's
Yeah.
bothering me a little bit.
And so where, like, in terms of timeline, where are you at in recovery? Are you training again right now? Are you?
Finally, I'm lifting weights. I'm doing strength and conditioning at the UFC PI. I have a coach, Gavin, and I can do pads too.
Yeah. Okay. So no like grappling or anything right now?
No, nothing that
Yeah.
could like touch my.
How
my
long are
jaw.
you out for? Do you know?
How long? No. After the doctor told me that after the surgery it takes 8 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
And he wants to do a second surgery to clean the cyst. That was the cause of that. And I think, I don't know if he changed his idea, but he wants to take out the titanium plate. And I thought that I would keep the titanium plate because when I broke my jaw,
Help you, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because-
Lean into that bitch.
because when I broke my jaw, RDA sent me a picture of his X-ray and it was full of platinum plates.
Crazy.
And he told me, yeah, that happened, and I still became a champion after that.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
he broke his before he.
In a bunch of places.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's talk about that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk.
So round 1, almost get him out of there, right?
Yeah.
Like, what were you thinking in that moment?
What I was thinking on that moment.
You weren't, huh?
He saw red.
Fucking
Motta
so blacked out, bro.
I was feeling really present in the moment, and I've been working on my mental part for a long time. I work with a guy that used to be an NBL player, Micah.
Micah's great.
Yeah.
He's over the PI.
Okay.
Then I think I got so much better on being present in the moment.
The balloon, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I was really present, and I think that's why I felt so good and happy, because I wasn't anxious about anything. I wasn't thinking about what's gonna happen after. I was just in the moment, and I was really happy. But it was at his hometown, so it was like 10,000 or 15,000
Oh, there
people.
was his town, huh? That's
Well,
right.
he was born there, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
he lives in like, I don't know where he lives.
He lives here now.
Brooklyn. He
lives
grew
here.
up in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, that's right. He grew up in New York.
Right.
And now he lives in Vegas,
He
right?
lives in Vegas now, yeah.
But yeah, I knew he was born there in Baku.
Yeah. And we never had, we always respect each other. We always saw each other at the PI and talk, and it was always a
great
respect.
guy. Naz is an
Yeah.
awesome guy.
Yeah.
Now I see he's a great guy. At first I was like, because I think it's the New York, Brooklyn attitude.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, he's kind of cocky, right?
Yeah.
The East Coast.
But
Yeah.
I think it's just the attitude from New York.
Yeah.
But then when he came walking to the cage, it was like all the people was going crazy and playing some music like from his country or something like that. And then when he finally came inside the cage, maybe my ego got to me a little bit, because I was thinking in my head, okay, now it's just you and me inside the cage. Nobody can help you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the crowd or the president that is there watching.
Yeah.
Nobody. And I think that moment that I threw like a 70 punch combo, maybe it was because when I hit him in the body, he started moaning like so much pain, like, and I'm like, maybe when that happened, I lost
you went for the kill. Yeah.
Maybe I went for the kill.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, in retrospect, I think you made the right decision in that moment. Like, you're trying to get him out of there. That's the whole point in that spot, you know?
Yeah.
Do you wish you would have like held back a little, like I guess picked your shots a little bit better rather than just throwing. Yeah.
And something else that happened was the fact that I had the best weight cut I ever had. So in my head, I was like, if someone's gonna get tired, it isn't gonna be myself.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought that no way I'm gonna get tired, but I did get tired.
Yeah. In that moment, when you're throwing all those punches, like, do you have when it ends and he's still there, do you have a moment where you're like, fuck, I should have just held back a little bit more?
So when I just finished throwing all those punches, it was kind of cool. I kind of like respect him, because he was moaning like almost like he was dying inside, and he kept like coming forward.
Yeah.
He didn't give up, and he came forward. Then he put me against the cage, and I'm like defending. And like I said, I was really present in the moment, and I want to say it. I thought in my head, but I didn't say it. I want to say, bro, you're really tough, bro. But then I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to say anything, because that's going to be like...
Give him energy,
No, not giving him energy, but it's going to be kind of like... I didn't want to curse, but it's going to be like a beach movie, right?
Yeah.
I just tried to kill you, and now I'm like trying to talk and be friendly. I got to respect him.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Just want to say thanks for continuing your support for the Versus Pod. If there's anything you guys like to see more, guests, comments, constructive criticism, whatever it may be, love to hear your thoughts. Please like and subscribe to the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and enjoy the show.
That's crazy.
I think you made a great job of, especially in your last couple fights, getting down and start attacking the body more. You and I talked about that a bunch, because your left hook is one of your best weapons. And then setting that left hook up, especially getting down to the body, gives two different targets and two different angles. So I think you made some great adjustments. And the fight in Macau, you made some great adjustments as well with the lead uppercut. I remember you changing that up. Yeah,
you gave me that tip.
Yeah. Dude, you made some great adjustments in that fight. And who was cornering you, Riddell?
Yeah, it was Brad Riddell.
Yeah, he's smart.
Then
Oh, because he's in Phuket a lot.
He's in
right?
Bangtao now. Yeah.
Is he Bangtao full time?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He used to be in Tiger.
Yeah, he was at Tiger.
Yeah.
And then he went with the Hickman brothers.
Yeah.
To Bangtao.
Yeah. Great coach. I mean, still fighting though, right? Is he still fighting?
Is he?
He's trying to get a fight. Yeah.
In UFC?
Yeah.
Is he still with
He's still
UFC?
signed.
Yeah.
He is still signed, huh?
Yeah.
He hasn't fought in a minute.
Yeah.
Because he was part of that whole Anzac come up.
Sure.
Izzy and Volta.
Yeah, I remember Eric was telling me about the lead one, and I was like, "Fuck, you really study everything."
Yeah. No, I mean, you guys made some great adjustments in that fight, and I was very impressed. Very impressed. And Riddell, dude, he's whether he's going to continue to coach or fight, or he's got a great path in coaching. Like I've watched a lot of his stuff.
Really?
Dude is smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good dude too. He's solid. I worked with him and Izzy for a Phoenix card when Izzy fought Vittori the second time. So
how's it out there as far as like training partners goes? Because like I heard a lot of guys like coming in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Is it hard to find consistent partners? Like, is it hard to depend on like, oh, this guy's going to be here for my camp, or how's that work?
Yeah. So when I went there for the fight in Macau, I was like, it was a tall Chinese striker, Mahashate. And then when I first got there, I'm like, okay, let me look around. And I saw two guys that were tall and strikers, and I already got close to those guys and started training with them and starting working with them a lot. And right now to fight Naz, I found good southpaw guys that had similar style. Then I think that's how it is. Just gotta find like two guys that fight similar to my opponent and have a similar body type, and I think that's what it is.
are they? But do they live there, or are they just coming in when they have fights, like kind of like you are, where you're just kind of going for camps?
Oh, it's a coincidence. Like those guys, the first time was two tall strikers. One lives there, and the other one was just there for visiting. And this last camp was this guy. He's from Atlanta, Keith. He's a good. I think he's like 5-0 or something like that, and he's living there, and he's a good southpaw. He was. He even came to the fight with me, and the other guy was one Aussie kid that fought a lot, Pancrase. Seems like some people fight Pancrase that look similar to MMA, right?
Yeah.
And he was a very technical southpaw. Then I did my camp with those two guys that they really fought similar to my opponent. Yeah.
I feel like that's where I would be if I ever fought. If I was ever a fighter,
Go
I'd
to
do
Thailand?
camps in Thailand.
Oh,
yeah, that shit sounds so much
you know,
fun.
Chris moved out there, right? Curtis?
Yeah, you said that, right? Did he do this last one in?
No, he did camp. He does like he comes back for camp.
Oh, he does camps here. He just actually moved out there.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's living there.
Wow.
He's living there now.
If there's any guy in XC, I feel like that would live in Thailand is that dude,
Chris.
Like, he's his whole demeanor and vibe feels very tropical.
Right.
Phuket, Thailand.
Yeah. What's the living like out there? Like what's your day-to-days?
My day-to-day, it's so good living out there. Like, and I have a motorcycle, always shirtless, and like if any time like I'm like, oh, I don't want to stay. I feel like I want to chill a little bit. I can just go to the beach. Yeah, it's a very good lifestyle.
What are your training days like?
And usually I train the same way. I always like to train in America, like in the morning and in the afternoon.
Yeah. When's their pro practice?
The pro practice usually it's at 3 in the afternoon or 4. Yeah, just like here.
Just like here, he doesn't know what fucking time. 3 or 4, motherfucker.
One of them times.
Dude, it was like for a month straight. Coach, what time are drills? 10 a.m. Mota.
But those are new. But those are new drills.
Those are new drills.
They special team. The Navy SEALs team.
Yeah, the Navy SEAL team.
So let's go back to Brazil. What was it like growing up in Brazil? Were you always into like martial arts growing up, or did you find martial arts later on? How was that?
First martial arts I did was I was 7 years old.
Okay.
I did capoeira, that martial art that was created in Brazil.
Sure.
Then when I was 13, I did some jiu-jitsu, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't really like it much. Then I started doing kickboxing, Muay Thai kickboxing. Then I fell in love with Muay Thai kickboxing because it was way more action.
Yeah.
And also when I was young, like jiu-jitsu felt weird, like another man like hugging me.
Yeah.
This
And so did you stay in your city, or did you start to travel within Brazil to go find better training, or how did it work?
So to compete, I used to have to travel because I'm from a smaller town.
Yeah.
And my town is like 200,000 people, and Glover is from almost from the same. It's like he's from the district of my hometown. That is like his whole city is one street.
One street over. Dang.
And
so,
when he became UFC champion, they had a party over there with the mayor or something, and I went there, and he was there with the UFC title, and I was looking around. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How come this guy became UFC champion and he came from nowhere?
Yeah. You were competing at that time though, right?
Yeah.
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 You were.
Yeah.
So you start training Muay Thai, kickboxing and stuff as a teenager, right?
Yeah.
When do you decide, all right, I want to go actually take a fight?
Let me see. When I was 13, it was just like going on some competition, and my friends was also competing. Then I went there and competed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then was that in your city?
The first one was like amateur in my city.
Yeah.
Then after I had to start traveling and competing in a small.
You were at Pedneris' gym too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to Nova União?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I kind of like became so like fell in love with fighting. Almost, I was gonna say, became like addicted to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was all day going to get like the DVDs to watch, or on my computer like watching my favorite fighters' highlights.
Yeah.
And I only could think about and breathe fighting. And when I was in high school in Brazil, I already was thinking about I want to go pro, and to go pro I'm gonna have to leave my hometown. But at first I didn't want to fight MMA.
Yeah.
I wanna be a kickboxer.
Yeah.
I wanna fight in Japan or fight in Europe, and maybe go to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I remember Caesar, like
Cesar Almeida.
Yeah.
like those old social medias that we had wasn't Facebook, some old social media. I saw this Brazilian guy fighting in Amsterdam, and I was like, wow, how come this Brazilian guy fighting in Amsterdam? And nowadays it's Caesar. Then years later he was calling me, asking me for advice, and I cornered him for his Dana White Contender Series.
It's like a full circle moment.
Full circle,
That's
yeah.
really
Who are some of the guys you like to watch when you're upcoming?
You mean in kickboxing or
Anybody.
MMA? I always used to like to watch the strikers that had a lot of knockouts. I remember one of the first fights I ever watched, it was Melvin Manhoef.
Oh yeah.
And he had that gladiator short.
Yeah. Melvin Manhoef, yeah. Fuck. So you moved to Rio then to go train at Nova União?
Yeah, so I saw a friend that went to Nova União, and I didn't know about Nova União, but I already had a plan that
And what year is this? Sorry, like roughly.
maybe 2012 or 2011.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I, like, my family was like, oh, you can go to college, we pay for any college you want to go. But I'm like, no, I love fighting so much.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I had no much support from my family. and I used to see histories like Jose Aldo and Thiago Silva. They left their hometowns and they moved to places like Rio or São Paulo, the biggest cities. And even though they went through very hard times, they never gave up and they made it happen. And that's what I told myself. I'm like, I'm gonna go, and doesn't matter if I have support or not. Doesn't matter what I have to go through. I'm gonna make this happen. Then I moved to Rio when I was 18, and to Pederneiras gym. And it was crazy. Like, I felt like I was in Disneyland because everywhere I look, I saw a legend or a UFC fighter or a guy that is world champion in Japan, and like Jose Aldo, like, and all the like 10 guys that were in UFC or Bellator.
Hendon Brow.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a week I was learning what I wouldn't learn in months in a different place.
Yeah.
And then I was so focused and had so much discipline, and then I was 6-1, 5 knockouts. Then they had the Ultimate Fighter tryouts in Brazil. And when at first I had just won a fight and I was with my family at the beach, and I saw on the internet that they started the tryouts, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Then I went to I found a computer, then I applied. And at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on tough. No way. And then when I went to the tryouts, it had 800 fighters.
Wow.
Went to the tryouts, and I was like, maybe I'm not gonna make it.
Damn, 800 people? That's got to be crazy.
What year was that?
2015.
Yeah.
Who was the coaches for that show?
2014 was the
14.
And the end of 2014 was the tryouts, and 2015, in the beginning of 2015 was the show.
Who coached?
At first was Anderson Silva and Shogun.
Terrible coaches.
Right. Jesus.
Jesus.
And then it was a long process, like a bunch of steps that you have to go through. But I used to be roommates with a guy that just won the season before, Leonardo Santos.
Oh yeah.
He had his family and his house in another city, but also he had a house in Rio that he would come to train, and we like kind of like roommates. And he also gave me some tips because at that time I was so shy and so bad at interviews.
Right.
And then I had a guy that work with media, and he worked with like soccer teams and stuff. And we used to train, like he would send me questions and I would answer him with an audio message. Then I started getting better, and I almost like create a history. Like before I went to the tryouts, I almost like create a persona.
Yeah.
I almost like create a persona, and the interviews, because they told me that sometimes the interviews is the most important.
Yeah.
And so it seems like some guys that sometimes they had better records than me, they didn't get picked, but I did because maybe I did really well.
Yeah. Good interview. Yeah.
Was Joey Varner one of the guys?
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, Joey's my
he
man.
gave me my nickname.
Yeah. Joey's my guy, dude.
He was one of the coaches on the Tough Brazil.
Producers, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go back to Nova União though real quick. So you walk in there, you're 19, whatever, 18, right? 19 years old. And you see Aldo and Barao and, you know, all the guys, right? Formiga, right? Probably was in there.
Oh, good friend.
Yeah. What was those first like sparring sessions like with those guys?
And it seems like one of my first sparring sessions, I already sparred Aldo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
He made me look like a little kid.
I bet, man. I bet. Was it like overwhelming, or were they like trying to like guide you, or is it just like
Green light.
No,
green light?
They did guide me. Yeah.
They did guide you? Oh, good.
Some hard sparring over there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get to is like
when you have a fight, you have to be on a Shark Tank.
yeah.
Now they changed it, but before it was a Shark Tank.
Yeah. And so were you used to that kind of hard sparring before then?
Yeah.
You were used to it?
No, wait. Before I went
Before you went to Nova União?
No, not really.
And then you go
and I didn't have a very good. I was still doing some grappling, but not a very good grappling. And it was almost like they had groups in the gym.
Yeah.
Like it had the jiu-jitsu guys, the wrestlers, the boxers, the kickboxers, and I think that I used to be more friend with the good strikers.
Yeah.
Like there was like, because we always need some mentors, right? to build a style and stuff. And this guy, Hernani Perpetuo, he explained to me that if I want to be good, I should train a lot of wrestling, because wrestling was the most important.
Yeah.
And then I would never miss wrestling practice. We had a good coach, was the Brazilian wrestling team coach. So my wrestling became good real fast, yeah. And also jiu-jitsu, I only trained with like no gi, and everyone hated me.
Yeah.
Everyone hated
Why?
me.
What's the rivalry between gi and no gi? Why would they hate you?
Because the culture was like, if you don't train with the gi, you're never gonna be good at jiu-jitsu.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that jiu-jitsu culture or like very Brazilian culture?
I think both.
Both.
Right?
Yeah, I'd say both, probably. Yeah. Yeah. But we never had like at Extreme, we never had gi when we first opened.
Yeah.
Like gi was like, it was Randy's, it was all no gi. It was all MMA grappling.
Yeah.
You know? So I think
Well,
more
I mean,
MMA
if you get into
gyms.
like a fight, you hang on, put our robes on real
Yeah.
quick. Like that's not how
There's
it works.
there's
you know
a
what I mean?
technical aspect, I think, when you're training gi that slows everything down, and you learn a lot more of the basics and how to be more technical, right? But for us, we didn't need it.
Yeah. What is the what do you like better? Obviously no gi, right? Yeah. Do you train the gi now or no?
No.
You still don't? That's funny.
What was the Ultimate Fighter like?
Yeah.
Was cool, yeah, and was my first time ever that I came to the United States. Was interesting, but it's
Your
almost
first
like,
time coming was an all expenses paid trip.
oh yeah,
All the food you can eat, everything you do for free to the
exactly.
US. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, what was it like?
What was a really cool experience, and the only things that, like at first before we do because sometimes nowadays and before, the guys go straight to the house, right? But in my case, because was so many fighters, we had to win a fight to get to the house. So they select 32 fighters, and we had to fight between each other. And if we win, we make to the house. And then I won my fight and got to the house. But like right before that, they already I don't know if they tried to make us go a little crazy because
It's all
They probably
for the show.
definitely did. Yeah.
because before we fought to get to the house, they put us at the pellet station, and and like I would be by myself in a room,
Yeah.
and I couldn't leave the room. They say, if you leave the room, you're gonna be disqualified. And they would call me like, what do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner? And someone would come, bring to the door, and that's it. And they would call like, do you want to train at that time? And almost like you have to answer fast.
Yeah.
And so that was a little kind of hard to be like that.
So you were used to COVID before COVID happened.
Yeah. Shit.
You were isolating before that happened.
Well, I remember Joey calling me a few times back when they were doing it, and they were like, "Hey, can you come down and help hold pads?" Or because they didn't have like people that were there because they had training sessions lined up, and they're like, "Oh, this guy needs a pad holder. Can you come down and help out or whatever else?"
And that was before the Apex and the PI.
Yep.
Dang.
If you're an athlete that uses nicotine but wants a clean, high-performance option, Athletic Nicotine is built for you. Athletic Nicotine offers low-dose, slow-release, high-quality, tobacco-free nicotine made right here in the U.S. No fillers, no junk, just pharmaceutical-grade nicotine designed to support focus, intensity, and mental clarity when it counts the most. Whether you're training, competing, or just need a clean edge, this nicotine's made for movement. Visit athleticnicotine.com to learn more and level up your performance today. This product does contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Now let's get back to the show.
So you do the Ultimate Fighter. Where does your career go from there? Like what happens after?
So I lost inside the house to the guy that won the whole season, and when I lost the fight, I was like, fuck, I can't believe I'm gonna have to go back fighting regional promotions in Brazil. Fuck that shit. I was like crying. I was young too. I was 20. When I got to the house, I was 21. Then my birthday is in February. I turned 22 inside the house. I was kind of very young and not mature enough.
Yeah.
and I went back to Brazil. Then I had a fight that I did so good, and then after that I lost a fight. And when I lost a fight, I was like, fuck. And now, because it's different, I feel like in my head, I felt it was different. Like living in Brazil to make to the UFC, you have to kill everybody in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend that moved to the US, and I started like looking things, and I saw sometimes guy doing the pro MMA debut in Bellator. And to me, like, to fight in Bellator was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a friend that he did this visa, like, that proves like you are very good on what you do, and you get recommendation letters from people, and you have a very good lawyer. You can like stay in the United States and be a permanent resident. So I did that. And then when I finally got my visa, then I started fighting, and I became maybe the #1 in the East Coast because I became the CFFC champion.
Yeah, because you moved to Mark Henry's gym, right?
Yeah. Because
So you moved from Brazil to Jersey or New York?
no, first I didn't knew yet where I should train. Where I should train. A lot of my friends went. A lot of my Brazilian friends from Nova União, they went to American Top Team, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But like around Christmas time, like New Year's Eve, I was visiting my family, and Glover was visiting his family out there too. And I went to hang out with Glover, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going back to the States, to Connecticut, in a couple of days. You want to come with me?" I say, "All right, give me your flight number, and I'm gonna book to come in the same flight."
Yeah.
Then I went to his town for a little bit, Danbury.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small town in Connecticut, and I was there for a month. It was a cool experience, but he didn't have enough lightweights. Only had one kid that was a lightweight, but he didn't have enough experience. Other kid that was like a bantamweight or featherweight, and Glover was doing his own thing with like 3 heavy guys.
Right.
Then my friend Matheus Nickolas, he was in UFC too. He was helping Marlon Moraes to get ready for fighting in New Jersey, and they called me like a video call and like, "Bro, come to New Jersey because like the heavyweight guys training is different." Yeah. You need to train with lightweights. And then I say, all right. And he asked me, can you fight Southpaw? Because Eddie Alvarez need a sparring partner.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eddie was out there, yeah.
And I don't know, but I say, yeah, I know. All right.
Well, learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Who was Eddie fighting?
He was
Connor?
fighting Dustin Poirier.
Poirier, yeah.
Yeah. Then I went there, I sparred Eddie, and also Frankie Edgar was there, Edson Barbosa. The team was really strong, and I love it out there, and I love in New Jersey. It was like in the middle, how can I say, not South Jersey, like in the middle, and I love the friends I made there. Like my best friend, maybe he's still one of my best friends to this day. His name is Gaetano Mione. He was a black belt too, and I made some friends out there that became like family, and some guys like that, they made me started loving this country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how long did you spend there before you come to Vegas? Did you make your UFC debut while you were still in Jersey?
Because you went to Colorado too, right?
Yeah, so before my fight on Dana White Contender Series was 2020. One of my friends that was in the Ultimate Fighter show too was there in Jersey.
Yeah.
His name is Joaquin Silva Neto, BJJ his nickname.
Yeah.
And we training hard, me and he, like we like the step brothers. I was always like, we fucking beat each other up all the time.
Beat the shit out of each other, huh? Yeah.
And then he cornered me to fight on Dana White Contender Series. I got signed, but
Who'd you fight on that
Joe Laurie.
That's right.
It's a guy from Philly that he used to be CFFC champion too.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then when I finally got signed, what happened was that Eddie Alvarez, he lives in Philly, and he would only come up when he had fights.
Yeah.
So he would disappear sometimes. And Edson Barboza moved to Florida. Yeah. Marlon moved to Florida. Frank went down to 135.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, I think I don't have enough training out here. I even trying to start to go up north to New York, to New York City and Hoboken, but it was too far.
Yeah.
Then I was like, if I'm in UFC, I need to have high level lightweights to train. And I asked my manager, and I was wondering where to go. Then it seems like he was tight with the guys from Colorado, so I went there. But it wasn't a good fit for me, and they have the system. You have to follow the system, and I think I like to be more free to do what is better for me.
Sure.
And also the way they work, it's almost like you in a football team, or you like in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Because like you have to follow all the rules and do exactly the way they want.
Yeah.
And that wasn't too good for me, and then wasn't good at all. Then I came to Vegas, and when I came to Vegas and I went to Extreme, I love it, and Eric treated me so good, and Eric even was like, no, first month you don't need to pay, just see if you like. And Eric was awesome with me, and I feel like the team, everyone always respected me and was so cool, and so many high level guys to train. And also since that time that I came to Vegas to do the reality show Tough, I always dreamed about living in Vegas. And I even say that one day, because when you're on Tough, you always inside the house and inside the van. And one
that's
day,
it. Yeah.
And I swear to God, one day I was inside the van and I look at the window and I was like, and I said, one day I'm gonna live here.
Nice.
And now I did live here.
Yeah. That's amazing. So then you made your UFC, you were at XC for your UFC debut? Or how was
you went back to Brazil when you fought Jim Miller.
Which is a hell of a guy to make your debut.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Because somebody else was fighting, you were helping out. It was RDA. Was it RDA was fighting and you're like, I'm going to go back to Brazil for this camp? I remember that whole thing.
No, wasn't that exactly what happened? It was like, I went to Brazil to spend Christmas with my family, and then they asked me to fight Jim Miller. And before Pederneiras was saying, oh, I saw that you are in Brazil, so anytime you want to come here and train, you're more than welcome. And when I told him, oh, they just offered me to fight Jim Miller, and we always saw that Jim Miller was a jiu-jitsu guy, right? I thought that the risk of fighting Jim Miller was his good jiu-jitsu. And I thought, wait, nothing better than Nova União for jiu-jitsu, right? And then I messaged Andre, and he was like, oh, RDA is fighting the same card, and he's fighting Rafael Fiziv. And RDA, he's southpaw and a good grappler, just like Jim Miller, and I'm a orthodox good striker like Rafael.
Yeah.
Then it seems like was the perfect fit. Then I went to Rio to do the camp. That's why I didn't come to Extreme. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hell of a guy to make your debut against. You know what I mean? What was it like standing across? Because again, you said you got the DVDs, you watched growing up. Like he's been around for 15 years or so.
We're supposed to fight before.
Yeah.
But he got COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it like standing there across from him? Like, did you have any thoughts in your head? Like, holy shit.
Like, one of my friends, Bruno Bulldog, he told me that the UFC debut is always the hardest.
Yeah.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No, that won't happen with me. But I think it did, because I got emotional when I heard the that song, the main event song. I kind of like had some tears, like oh man, I can't believe I'm here.
Bob O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I finally made it. So too much emotions, and I didn't listen to my corners. I wasn't like present in the moment. I was like too nervous probably then. Like I would never tell myself that I was nervous or I was tired.
But you understand the difference now.
But yeah.
That experience.
Got enamored with the lights and the walkout song.
Dude, it's fucking Jim Miller.
Yeah,
like,
and Jim Miller.
Tough.
Yeah. And I think that's what happened when the undefeated Aussie guy fought me.
Tom Nolan.
Because it was his debut.
Yeah.
Then it was my time to
show him.
to
do that to someone.
To show him. That's like a crazy journey going from gym to gym, country to country, continent to continent, all to chase this one thing.
I think it's important just to find where you fit in, the
Yeah.
training, the coaching.
Yeah.
You know, but where do you feel that you're most comfortable?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't take offense to it when, you know, like he's always going to be welcome in our gym, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's important for your career.
Yeah.
Is just to find where you enjoy doing this job.
Right.
You know?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. That's got to be, yeah. I want to touch on that fight again real quick because I just remembered something. You got a tattoo to commemorate that fight, right? What is
He couldn't spend his money fast enough.
Exactly.
Hold on, you got double bonused.
Yeah.
100K.
Yeah.
And you said I'm gonna go get a full body tattoo.
Is it full body?
Make
Nah.
more.
I was like, oh
big ass
shit.
tattoo.
I want to make more, but my artist, he lives in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had to fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was what did you want to get? Why did you want to get that, like, remembered on?
I've been thinking about making the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times before fights, I get inspired by the first Gladiator movie. And I like the Murmillo Gladiator because he was really dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
He used to be he looks so like fucking brutal, and it's like, I thought about maybe doing something like, you know how people do like Spartans stuff,
Spartan, yeah.
and Roman with the helmet, but I felt that Murmillo Gladiator, he looks more sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I don't think I've ever seen someone get that, like a remembrance of like a fight of the night, like a barn burner like that tatted. So is it just the Coliseum or what is it?
It's the Coliseum and the Gladiator.
And the Gladiator on the other side.
Yeah, the Gladiator.
Oh man.
Couldn't spend his money faster.
Enough. Yeah. So
that's an investment.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely is.
What's up, guys? Get on the sports betting action by going to mybookie.ag. At MyBookie, it's easy. You bet, you win, they pay. MyBookie has over 150 bets for you to choose from anything from fights, hoops, football, prop bets, minute bets. It's all there. Head to mybookie.ag and use code VERSUSPOD. Not only will you get a 50% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000, you'll also get a $10 casino chip. That's a lot of money there. I've seen large parlays cash for less. Yeah, every once in a while, like, you know. Again, head to mybookie.ag and use the code VERSUSPOD. You bet, you win, they pay. Now let's get back to the show.
So you're now in Thailand full time, or what? What's the
that
deal?
has been my goal. My flight after my fight was to go back there, but I had to come here. So I want to try to stay there for a year at least. Yeah, I want to stay there full time. But at the same time, since I went there, I had the same plan that Chris Curtis has. If I get a fight in the United States, I would come to Extreme at least a month early so I get used to the time zone, because the time zone difference makes a lot of difference.
Crazy. Do you find comfort in like the hopping around, or do you kind of wish that you were just situated in one place?
Oh, I feel good. I feel like a Ronnie.
Yeah. Because like there's like Valentina's like that.
Yeah.
Shevchenko. She goes She's in a different country for every camp.
Sure.
Bounces around.
But her coaches stay the same.
Everything, her coaches and training, whatever stays the same, but like she's like nomadic, like that. And then there's other people, you know, maybe like Sean or something or whoever who's been at XC for 15 years.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, like, what do you think works better?
I think it's good for him, especially because he gets so many different looks.
Yeah.
But also like good quality style of coaching.
Yeah.
You know, like you pick up nice, good things from each individuals or guys you work with. I mean, shit, he worked with Ray Cepho for how many camps?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of camps, right? So, I mean, like you're able to take all these great things and put it a part of your game and then take it over to somewhere else and then add more to it. You know, I think it's important to travel.
Just filter everything.
Yeah, make it your own. And
and there is some people that they be like, I need someone to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
But I don't think I need that much.
But again, that's to the individual, right? Like, you know, maybe Factory X wasn't great for you because it was more regimented and told what to do rather than like allowing you to explore and do things that, you know, felt better for your style.
Yeah, and that's something good about Eric too. Like he has a very open mind. Yeah.
When it comes to like...
It comes to fighting and strategy and study. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best.
Some days.
In our opinion.
Some days.
In our opinion.
Other days, I'm just...
All right, I want to maybe get you out of here on this. You come from a country that has just like legendary fighters, like lists of male and female fighters. If you could do your Mount Rushmore, so the top 4 or the greatest 4 Brazilian fighters ever.
I think number 1 is Anderson Silva. Minotauro was very important too. And Anderson Silva, Minotauro. Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
Jose Aldo.
I feel like those are the 3, like without question.
Yeah.
And then you have the 4th
wild
can be,
card.
Yeah, the 4th can be whatever, but I feel like those 3 have to be in like the Brazil Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
You know?
And I say Minotauro because he was important, like to make the sport grow.
Correct. Yeah.
And Vitor Belfort, he was important to make like he would make like our mom like in fighting.
Yeah.
Because the way he would talk, he would go on TV and he would talk in a way that our grandma would think, oh, that's cool.
What a sweet boy. Yeah. And then you see him fight and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. So,
and he's handsome.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm gonna put him on the list.
Vitor. That's a good list though, bro. It's actually a very good list.
Yeah. No
I think it's hard not to have Vitor on that list though.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Yeah.
Vitor or Royce?
Oh,
because those are the 2 I feel like you could put up there.
Good call.
That's
you can make that argument.
And then
Royce might have to be number 1.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're talking MMA, I don't know if Royce. I like because obviously he won the first one, but like
pioneer though, like
the pioneer.
Yeah, that's tough. But I like your Minotauro.
Has to be on there.
Yeah,
has to be.
Yeah,
because he's just like he's like the unofficial president. Of
Dude,
the
that's
whole
tough. To only have 4,
especially from Brazil.
Yeah, that's tough because even Shogun should be mentioned on that list, right?
Shogun, Hickson.
Right? Yeah. There's some guys that should be mentioned on that list. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's true. Royce should be number 1 because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have UFC today.
Yeah. Who was one of your biggest influences at Nova União when you went there? Like, who do you think helped you directly understand what MMA looked like and being a professional?
This guy I was talking about, Hernani Perpetuo.
Yeah.
He was a great striker. He fought in UFC. Hernani Perpetuo, yeah. He guided me a lot. Also, at first, he was like, bro, the way you eat is gonna show. The way you eat is gonna make the whole difference. How fast you're gonna make it to the big leagues. So like those little details, and he also told me like how important it was to train wrestling, and also he introduced me to Olympic boxing coach that was very smart, Alex. He had like maybe 100 something or 200 boxing fights, and like those little things made a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes in MMA, if you are Muay Thai fighter or kickboxing and go to MMA, you need to have that boxing to adapt to MMA better.
Yeah. What is how many, are you an only child or how many brothers and sisters?
No, I don't have any.
No?
brothers and
So what
sisters.
does your family think of your career now? Because you said in the beginning they were like, go to college, please.
Nowadays they really happy and now that I made like a little bit of money, they respect more.
Yeah.
Probably before they thought I was a bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still waiting on your 100K? Did they get in
still
yet?
waiting.
You're still waiting on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
A lot of people don't know
bullshit.
that. Like when you
Come
bonus
on,
out, it
man.
takes like 3 months.
I thought that was 4 weeks.
Yeah, what's that, fucking net 90 from the UFC? Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, Motta's probably got a lot of red tape they got to cut through to get you that money.
Do you have, in addition, like speaking of like guys you lean on from like the fighting game, do you have anyone you lean on to help you navigate the business side of the fight game or maybe life after fighting? Like, do you talk to any old fighters who are, who give you advice?
I tried not just to lead me in fighting. I think I'm humble on that part to always ask questions and try to learn better. And like right now that I made these 2 bonuses, I was trying to ask a lot of people how to invest and stuff. I was looking.
Did they say get a chest tattoo?
Yeah, that's probably not what they said. If you ask Jay Haran.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay would say buy a car.
Benz or house?
Yeah,
Benz.
chest tattoo.
Benz, yeah.
Because it's an investment,
Yeah.
because that chest tattoo is going to appreciate in the next couple of years. Fucking Motta. Did you know your first name was fucking?
Nikolas fucking Motta.
It was like, we laugh because there's fucking Motta and there's fucking Ryder.
Yeah.
Ryder's the
God
best.
damn it, Ryder.
Yeah, that's why I became friends with Battle, because I was like, if he's best friends with Ryder, he must be a cool guy.
Yeah, I seen your guys' podcast. you three on a
We
pod.
gotta get him on the show too.
Who?
Battle.
Yeah. We battle Ryder and Motta. We'll make it a.
Yeah,
we'll
you
just
three
get
can just sit
canceled.
here.
Yeah,
and
we'll just turn the cameras on.
Yeah. Just let,
Let you guys go.
Oh man. All right. I mean, anything else you wanna add or ask about?
Fucking Motta.
Fucking Motta.
What's next, bro?
Yeah. So what's the timeline for recovery? Like you said, 8 weeks. Do you think you'll be back in before the end of the year, or you got to get a second surgery? You said so.
Yeah.
So probably next
So
year.
indefinite. We don't really know yet, huh?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your ideal? Like, if you can call your shot, what are you looking at in the landscape right now? Anybody stand out to you? You want to try to get in there with?
Oh, I haven't looked yet.
Yeah.
I think right now the focus should be focused on recovery.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And if you're living in Phuket, that 100K is going to last you a lot longer than it is in America.
Not Motta, but
Yeah. Not Motta. No, I
not
guess
Motta.
not.
No.
Why?
No.
I think you'll be good to sit out till early next year. Like you said, focus on recovery, the healing of this one, the healing of the second surgery. So yeah,
You're gonna be home for a little bit then, huh? Be out in Vegas for a little while.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Ilia fight?
Oh yeah, and Charles.
Fuck.
We all had the same.
Yeah, I think we all said the same thing.
It's like Ilia, everything he does is perfect.
Yeah.
Like the way his stance, like everything he lands, everything looks perfect. And Charles, I always notice that he doesn't move his head.
Yeah.
But I don't know, he still wins the fights. Like he gets dropped and he comes back and he finds a way to win, right?
Yeah.
But
Not that time.
Not that
Now when you
time.
get fucking your lights put out.
You can't. I mean, yeah, it's like everyone was like, oh, he has a good chin, or he's been hit by Gaethje. He's been hit. There's a difference between having a good chin and then getting hit on the fucking button.
Yeah.
And they're like, no matter how good your chin is, if you get hit on that button, it's lights out. You know what I mean? And Ilia is so accurate, so tactical. Like every punch is landing exactly where he wants it to land. You know what I mean? At least that's what it looks like.
Did you watch last night or the Abu Dhabi card?
No.
You didn't watch it?
No.
Who are some of the guys current now that you like to watch and study?
Let me see. Before this fight, I was watching Ilia Topuria. I think would be Ilia. Who more?
What are the things you pick up the most when you watch him?
Like I just said, like everything's so clean and perfect, and like the way he stands too.
Yeah.
Like because sometimes you think the power comes from the arm, from the hand, but no, it comes from the feet, hips, legs, and the way your foot turn maybe.
Yeah.
Because someone was asking me where Alex Pereira power comes from, and I feel like that Caesar has the same power too.
Cesar Almeida.
Yeah. As Alex?
Caesar can crack, dude.
Yeah.
They fought 3 times already.
They did
kickboxing.
in Glory? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Most people seen when Caesar knocked out Razak.
Yes.
Right, that hook.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And that happened to me when I moved to the US. I started, like I had a lot of TKOs. The only knockout I had to put a guy to sleep for a while, he was already in the ground and I ground and pound. But then I started working with this old school boxing coach from New York, and he made me use my legs and hips so much. Then my first fight in the US was in South Carolina against Joe Solecki.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I was losing all the rounds, and in the 3rd round, I remember in my head this boxing coach telling me like, man, you need to relax, like all the things like he made me do, like using my legs and my hips. Then I threw that punch, and for the first time I landed a knockout that I saw him like dropping dead, like with just one punch knockout.
What'd you hit him with?
A left hook.
Left hook, and that's your shit.
That was my first one punch knockout.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to throw with power. It was just like the body mechanics.
Yeah, placement.
Yeah. So I think the power comes a lot from our legs and hips and body mechanics too.
Yeah. Yeah, the mechanics are more important than the actual thrust or velocity of the
punch.
Right?
Yeah.
That becomes efficiency, right? Like for him, when we first started working together, we would get tired on the pads, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey man, the more that we can throw these punches with efficiency, more technical, the better your cardio is going to be throughout these pad sessions. Cause like we would get done, you're like, fuck, I'm tired. Remember?
Yeah.
Is the Vegas weather different?
Yeah, that too.
The dryness,
That too.
The dryness, the altitude. Yeah. Ilia is the guy.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him and Paddy. You think that if they fight, what do you think happens? You think Ilia just destroys him?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I always used to want
to. I think Paddy has ways to win that fight.
I always used to want to fight Paddy, but now he's been showing that he's a real deal right
Yeah.
He's big, dude. Like,
he's big dude,
when he
bro.
was in here, when we had him on the show, like, I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting him to be as dense, like as thick. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm like 208, 210, and he was like
he's
the
a big
same
dude.
Size as me.
Yeah.
Like, he was a big lightweight.
And hearing him talk about like, the fight IQ and breaking things down.
Yeah.
He's smart
The
dude.
one thing that worries me, man, is
Yeah.
like he's in his 30s, right?
Is he?
You can't be doing that much longer.
Right.
Those 50-pound weight cuts.
Yeah,
is like
that's a lot.
not gonna be.
Yeah,
it, you
that's
know?
a lot.
Yeah, before I came today, I was thinking, I think maybe I look a little fat. Then I saw the podcast that was Paddy. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm good.
That's funny.
No one has the blow up of Myron though. Myron will be fucking 145 and all of a sudden he's 208. Myron puts on that weight, boy.
Dude.
Like, holy
Who
shit.
are some guys you've seen blow up like the most?
Fucking Myron.
Paddy.
Myron. Motta.
Yeah. Motta. You know who was like that? Wilson Hayes.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
He would get like in the 60s.
Yeah.
And he fought at 25.
Shit.
He'd get like in the 60s and 70s.
Fat Strickland's a real thing too.
Yeah, dude, I saw the video the other day. I was
Fat
like,
Strickland's
yo,
a mythical character.
I wish I was like
230.
Yeah.
He
Oh
was-
yeah. Francis would put on that some shit.
Francis would put on this. Dude, that, yeah.
Francis he gets fat. No.
Oh yeah, it does,
Yeah,
bro.
he'll get a little fluffy. Yeah, he'll get a little
There'll be
fluffy.
times,
He'll still
yeah.
have an 8-pack.
Yeah.
But he'll have a fat
He'll come
8-pack.
back. He'll come back home like, bro, what didn't you eat
Yeah.
when you're out there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Beans, rice,
300 pounds,
fish.
old
Yeah.
Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
He's a big boy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I appreciate you coming on and doing this. I'm excited for this episode to come out, and hopefully we'll have you on again soon. Hopefully you heal up quick and we can see you back in there maybe top of next year. You know, something like that.
Yeah, appreciate you
Another
guys too.
double bonus
Another double bonus.
Yeah,
with the win instead this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
With the
Of
win
course.
instead. Yeah, exactly.
A little bit smarter.
4 paychecks.
Yeah,
right?
4 paychecks. Let's go, baby.
more brain.
And the guy misses weight, and we get the
So
weight
5
cut. Yeah, 5
paychecks.
paychecks.
more brain, less balls and heart.
Yes.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
brain.
Both of the more brain part's going to
More
be
brain, less brawn.
that's going to be difficult, my man. My guy. Oh,
hilarious.
fucking Motta.
Appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
That does it for another episode of Versus Us with Eric Nicksick. Please make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment. Let us know who you want to see on the show or any questions you have for Eric in the show. Also, make sure you download the audio version of the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure you follow the show on social media at VSUS Pod. For Eric, Nickolas, I'm Randy. We'll see you guys next time.
Fucking Motta.
Perfect.